live. I don't like it already. And can anyone hear me? That's the good question. Let's see what I can do here. Straighten out this table. Bring this a little closer. Do I really want to be on that kind of angle? I want to show people my fingers wherever on my guitar. I'm talking at a certain level right now. It's not very loud. It doesn't need to be very loud. That could be a nice chair that I could use. Does this make any sense at all? Okay. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Okay, next item up for bids. Sure. Okay, that's with the door open. Door closed. Okay. Now, is the first one? No. We don't know the first one, but what we want to do next is we want to connect my earbuds on my phone. Okay, so the Bluetooth is off. We want to turn it on. Okay, so we want to connect this here. So we want to press on this and then press on that one. It should connect. So this one's- Okay. This is not connected. We'll see why. We want to be connected. Yes, that's right. My phone can no longer connect to Bluetooth. Apparently successful. Mission complete. See the next on this very show. There it is. I think I'm hearing the show through my ear. But it does not. Okay, without that, I want to be able to Bluetooth that sucker. Connected, good, finally. Okay, so now I'll be able to monitor myself using my Bluetooth. Is that reasonable? I'll be able to monitor myself using. Okay. That's the screen there. Grab my computer. Okay. This might not be that good of a shot. We'll get my That would be pretty much what I'm seeing there. Okay. This is what I'm hearing, which isn't ideal, but it's something. I might have to turn that one down, turn it off. You can hear in the background what I feared would happen, which is a main voyage, and I'm not going to be keeping this one live. Okay, hang on here. I gotta try to figure this out here. Does it make sense to do this? Turn it around this way. Okay. Okay. I'm out of tune. Okay, I'll make sure I'm off here. Move that. Okay. What's going on here? Okay. So I'm going to turn off those monitors because I was using these to monitor my sound. And my sound, I can tell that I don't like it. This is what we're going to do. I want to show you a trick that I've been. Basically, I want to try to show people tricks that I've learned on how to play the guitar. So I have to basically move out of this one right here. Go there, go with the new tab. Okay, where's that sine wave? There it is. So if you go to the internet and you ask for a tone generator, so you go to a tone generator and you get yourself 440. You can plug it in there. I think 440. Oh, didn't work out. 440. They're all tempered to the notes. Basically, this is an A4. So this A, which that's not an A, but I'll tune it to an A. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my snark. Right now I'm a little below G flat or A flat. Sorry, that's G sharp, A flat. Because I've been tuning to A flat to play, or to E flat to play Simple Man by. But see, this is what I was saying. You get the tone generator, you go. So now you got the note, right? Right. So now you can compare that note to the one you're trying to get on your snark. And you'll notice your snark has varying degrees of accuracy. Once it hits that blue, sometimes it tends to do that. So you're not in tune, but you're close enough, right? But if see now, I'm much closer here to that tone, right? So just stop that. Dun, 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 dun. And that's an A440 versus an A432 or an A. What is the number? 415.304, I think it was, which is an E flat or an A flat. So now I'm going to tune the rest of the guitar. So what I did there is I did a harmonic, the 7th fret, which is an E, and at the 12th fret, it's an E again, right? So now if I want to, I can find that note, which would be E, the E right next to it here. Hold on. This should be it here. Play that note, see what that gives me. No, that's too low. So it's an E4. Try E4. That should be good. It should be 390 something. 329. Yeah. See, it's 329.628. So it's approaching 330. So it's 330, 440, and next we're going to explore the D. But it isn't exact. A440 is supposedly the exact one, right? So now we're going to go to the next one. We're tuning the next one here. That would be we're tuning the fourth string, which is the D string. In guitar playing, it's the exact opposite of your intuition. It's the exact opposite. I spend a lot of time tuning when I do. I'll tune the guitar. Usually I tune the E's. I tune the low E and the high E. Then I do the A. Then I do the B. Then I do the D. And then I do the G. E, E, A, B, D, G. And I just do that because that's the number of, like they're in order, even though they're not in order, because in one measure up here, it spans 2 octaves based on the note you choose, right? Because this is an E and this is an E. So let's call this E. Sorry, let's call this E and this E. So this E would be, let's say, the root octave, and this would be the octave of it, and then this last one, which if it was tuned to E, would be another octave. So we'll do that method that I usually use. So I go E, E, and then E. So the beauty about that is because the wavelength of this E and the wavelength of the high E, they intersect where they're supposed to intersect at the 0, right? And they intersect. They don't cross over each other or step on each other, which is a lot of music is based on, is to figure out the waves that you're creating. And intuitively, okay, how come this note goes well this way, but if I play it like an inversion of it, it doesn't play that well. That has something to do with the frequency of both notes. And the further away you go from like one note to another, the further away you are from it as you approach the octave, it starts to get, I don't want to say muddled. Like the 7 and the flat 7 and, sharp 6s, I guess that's a flat 7. I'll give you some examples later. So this is the E on the snark, and this is the A on the snark. So this will be the B on the snark, but that's an A flat, and it's out of tune A flat. This is an A flat, a B, sorry. So A and B. D is right on, and this is just the G now. Now, for some reason, the G always gives people grief, because you'll even be in tune, but your G will seem to be out. And I think it has something to do with when you tune at the 4th fret. If you tune, let's say at 5ths, and then you go down to the 4th here where you're supposed to, so A, D, G, so you go B. And then over here, it's E. But you could, theoretically, tune this one to C at the 5th fret, but then when you tune this one, it would be, then this one would have to be, this would be a C, so that would be a C, so C, D, E, F. Yeah, so then you You tune your E here. I tried it once. It wasn't very appealing. So maybe it's just, maybe it has something to do with the gauge of the string. But I can understand why they would have chosen the 4th fret, right? The 4th fret to do this adjustment. Because you want to have the octave on the same fret. Otherwise, it'd be either one up or one down. Not sure. The E would be goofy. Or you could just tune an octave there and just make up the difference, right? Because if I do this, that would be the G. And then I use the B to tune to the B. But if I go up another note, it's C. So if I tune this to C, right, let's just try that. So that's a C right there. See, it's already off. So this would be an F here. But if this would be an E, right? I don't know if you can see that. I'm probably not showing anything here. I think you could get away with doing that somewhere, but it doesn't sound good this way. It sounds like a banjo or something. This is the D chord, so this would have to be the D chord. That's odd. That's even odder, so I'm going to fix that. So I've been harping on something. Pardon me, excuse me. Okay, what's going on here? I know I have it there. Okay. So I've been harping on something about how to learn tunes and that when you're learning guitar. So I'm going to try to figure this out so that I can show you the guitar neck here. Does that make sense? Okay. I want to get a little closer maybe, if I can. I'm using a chair as my stand for my mic. And this is basically, okay, and I've got some delay here or lag. So I'm trying to figure this out here. Voila. Okay. That should be good, okay. Okay, maybe you guys can see. So imagine I'm looking at the circle of fifths. I'm going to start in C and I'm going to play a scale. All right, so that's the C scale. We're not going to make a big fuss about it. But what I want to show you is that directly to the right of the C when you're looking at it is the G. So I'm going to go to the G and play a scale. So what, right? So the difference between C and G is only one note. For example, if I play the first 5 notes of the C scale, will be C, D, E, F, G. Fine. In G, the first 5 notes of the scale in G are the same. Not the same, but they're same pattern. What I mean by that is they're common to both because C has no sharps or flats. So if I start in G, A, B, C, D, none of those are sharps or flats. So they're in the key of G, and they're also in the key of C. So this is a little pattern that I do. I basically find the root note, and I'll start by doing 5 notes per scale. That might be easier than to do the whole scale. So I'll go C, So what I did there is I went all the way around the circle of fifths, and I went to each note, one after the other, and played the first 5 notes of the scale. Now, all I want to be able to prove with that is that I can get a lot done with just this much real estate on the guitar, right? Starting on a C, I can play every note, every key that I did. I think I can play. I think there's only one scale that goes out, or maybe 2. Let's find out. Hopefully, there's not 3, but we'll see. So it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and then if I go G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, open G, and then I go D, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D, and then it's A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, and then it's E. Where's E? I think I'm playing the whole scale here. Right back to C. Now that in itself is just an exercise that I do to help me out, right? Or I'll, like, basically this is what I've been doing for the last year. Every month I go to a new key. So December is the key of C, right? Because it's 12 o'clock on the clock of the circle of fifths, and December is the 12th month. And C is a really good place to start when you're doing scales. There's a lot of chords that are related to C that are just what I like to call the open chords. And there's a lot more bar chords on the guitar than there are open chords. So you're going to have to learn bar chords. But you don't have to necessarily learn to play the bar chord for the whole 2 octaves, right? Sometimes all you want to do is the 5. Right? 5 and 6, and then you got a flat 7. That's what I was talking about before. That flat 7 makes it almost as if that this key of G is the key of C, because I'm playing an F. So I like to do stuff in E. I like to do stuff in G, right? Same chord, same thing. So G major and E minor. So I think what you do is you go root 7, flat 7, and 6. 6 is the minor, right? I don't typically like having noise in the background, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be annoyed by the echo. See, this is what I mean by bar chords. There's more bar chords. And by bar chords, I just mean, you're going to have to do some stretching. And a lot of times you don't even have to worry about playing it as a chord. You can just pluck 2 strings of it. Like if you play the 3rd, I mean, no one's going to not pay you if you're playing a gig, right? Or you play the 5th. It's another little trick to share with you here. If you take a 3rd, you can get the But if you play a minor third, you can only go 2. It starts getting goofy. Now it gets happy again, so it's almost a third again, right? Because you've got yourself a 5, a 4, a third, a minor third, and then the second starts to get goofy, right? That's why you do that. That's basically playing intervals. So it's like playing scales, but I'm playing chords. I'm playing thirds, and that's what I mean. That most of the chords in the guitar are going to be bar chords. This here's a bar chord, right? But I'm just playing 3 notes of it, so I'm still going to get paid. And the little trick that I like to do is take. I took this idea from Louis Armstrong. So he plays it on a trumpet. So I go bum 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 bum. All familiar shapes. Then it gets a little bit extend. So I'm out of practice. I've been feeling sorry for myself over the holidays, which is fine. One day I want to, well, as I'm getting more familiar with what I'm doing here, I'm going to do cameras in various angles so that you can see where, like they almost get a 3D camera to show you what my hand is doing. Because I'm playing I'm playing this like as a bar chord down here, right? See, I'm not showing you very well what I'm doing, unless you can pick it out on your good. So I'm basically taking this and then turning it into this, right? But I've got this chord. And then these lower bass notes. When I'm learning a song, the first thing I do is I go to the internet and I Google the song and the sheet music. And then once I know the song and the sheet music, the sheet music, I see the sheet music and then I can tell which key I'm in based on the number of sharps or flats. And then I go to the circle of fifths and I figure out, okay, where am I? And then I learn, let's say I'm in the key of E, the song's in the key of E. So what I'll do is I'll warm up in a key of E. So every note that I'm going to play, I'm going to try to stick to being in the key of E. And I don't buy the music. I just need the first sheet because I'm mostly looking for the key. And then I'll be able to notice any kind of patterns of sharps, flats that appear in the melody. So I can adjust and then I know, okay, I'm in the key of E, but this is, it's a flattened third or for this particular passage. Usually it doesn't do that though. But there are some songs that you're playing in one key and then all of a sudden you're in another key, which is confusing to me. An example is Some Girls Give You Money. Some girls buy me clothes. Some girls give me jewelry that I never thought I'd own. So give me all your money. See, I had to go to do an A minor to E major. So I went from A to there. But then when it goes to the chorus, it goes, give me all your money, give me all your gold. I'll buy you a house down on Zuma Beach. I'll give you half of what I own. Back to 8. I gotta get rid of that squeakiness in my technique. Another part of my style of playing, instead of going up, a lot of times I'm going down. So I see most of the chords you're gonna play are gonna be bar chords. So why would you choose one key over another? Well, I think sometimes it has to do with the person's voice and the ease of being able to play it. If it's in an awkward key, sometimes just the chords that you're using on any particular instrument might be a hardship. right? So that's why you see people with capos, right? Because they don't want to have to buy the whole thing, and I don't blame them. With the capo on, it sounds a little bit chipper, and then the open chords that you are playing sound more harmonious, happier to be alive. Just think about it, you play a note, it's gone in a moment. These things are measured in milliseconds. And then when you hear a bad note, your ear instinctively says, hey man, that note that you did there, that mistake, that was a mistake. And you can't fool me because my ears don't lie. Your ears never lie. It doesn't sound good. You're out of tune, or, could be any number of things. Maybe the humidity in the air and its temperature are combining in such a way to throw some of your frequencies off. I mean, I know that's on the spectrum, that's for sure. So it says there's 2 watching, but I'm part of those ones that are watching. It's fast. It's fast and high. Another tune. Mama told me when I was young. I don't even know what I just did there, but I can figure it out by just going to the key. I think I'm in the key of C. A minor. But I'm still in the key of C, even though I'm predominantly playing in an A minor. Okay, that's it for now. Hey, bugger. Mr. Chichetti. Aren't you crazy? Wow.